So in the influence of this young man, anyway, I do feel like it's a male son feeling. I think it was like responsible. I think he wants to say he's responsible. So male, son, responsible. I'm interested in a guitar or music. Really important. Guitar or music. Might be a song. Someone's made for him. Or I think it's a song he might have written. Song he wrote. But I'm also interested in whether there's a song someone made for him. Made for him. A bit tragic. And I'm interested in, oddly, it's my father's birthday. But I want to put the 19th of Feb. And I think that's when he died. And I'm interested in an anniversary or something to do with it. So he might have passed some time ago, this fella. I'm interested in anniversary. I think it's love for mum, so love for mum. Love for mum. Anniversary. I'm interested in like a compass or something. Why do I want to journal? Never eat soggy wheats. Okay. Anyway, I've been shown that. Anniversary, love for mum, something about 19th Feb, died. Anniversary, an anniversary, I'm kind of, it feels like it's a long time ago. Up 20 to 30 years maybe. But anyway, might be to do with his passing. So this is a while back, I reckon. And there must be something to do with the guitar still in the family. So I think guitar in the family still. Guitar in family. And I'm interested in videos of him. Videos of him, I'm interested in a car. I'm driving a car. I feel like I'm in a car driving with him, so video of him, car, driving. But huge love for mum. And we'll see where we go with this. But interested in Luca, but friend, maybe Luca, friend, and Nikolai, could be friends, I reckon, kicking about when he was younger, friends, and Nikolai, and I'm interested in Eric with a K, and I feel like I want to go to Sweden, so I want to put Sweden in there. Sweden, alright. Okay. Alright. So So we will see. But I just felt like this young man was coming through in the, maybe his cheeks a little bit wider, a little bit fatter, I reckon, just a tad. And he's a really handsome man in this day, but I reckon too soon, this boy. But he wants to talk to a mum today. So we'll just see how this all pans out. I feel like he's got eyes brown, so we'll do eyes that are dark. But I think there might be a photo like this of him that's treasured or something. Yeah. And we'll see. We'll see if someone in the session today can take it. So I've got a online live Zoom session, and I'm drawn to drawing this young man before my session, and I just want to see if someone can understand this young chap, and to prove to people that we get spirit before, that they can influence our minds and our thoughts, and that we are intelligent beings more than we think we are, and that we all get influenced in the mind, maybe from our loved ones. I don't know this boy, but he's in my head. And what would he be for his mum that comes today, So I feel like this would be important. This would be really, really important to her, and he obviously loves her, and he wants to let her know that he's not gone, and that he loves her dearly. I think this is a younger shot of him anyway. And a picture, and I feel like maybe not when he died, so I don't think this is when he might have died. This might have been a younger photo of him. And there's something about maybe having shorter hair. The more I talk about him, so shorter hair. I'll just put that down, shorter hair at passing. And I'm interested too whether Mum has a curl of his hair. But we'll see. Curl of hair kept. So I'll just talk about this at the beginning of the event, and see if there's a lady who could take this. And I hope it really connects for her, because there's a lot of love here, and I think he'd really want her to know that he loves her and that he's all right. If he could live differently, he would, I reckon, with what he knows now. But he's really treasured and cherished by lots of people who still remember him. That's the feeling anyway. This car video of him, he might not be on his own. There might be something to do with people or friends. People might have videos of him with friends. I think he was a very fun guy, But anyway, I've got it there. And so we'll see where we go. But I really hope this connects, and this lovely lady who will come today will be really moved that this young boy still, loves her from the heavens and watching over her. I feel like there's a male in spirit with him. But I'm more inclined to be a grandfather, maybe the mother of this boy. I think her father's in spirit, and he's also with him. But we'll just see how that all pans out later. All right. So we'll wait and see how we go. All right, everybody. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you all, and thank you so much for your support. I I literally can't thank you enough for, you know, supporting me. We've got an absolute jam-packed time together today. But first of all, I just wanted to quickly show you a couple of little, some little influence here of, I'm a proud daddy. So thank you for all the wishes that you've all sent to me. And, well, some of you that might not know, but our little girl, Chloe, is healthy and well, and we're very, very, very proud to be parents again. I've just got a couple of people still joining, so I'm going to just make sure they can come on. And of course, our daughter, Avalon, couldn't be happier. She's a little cutie there with a little one there. So we're very, 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 very proud parents at the moment. So, but thank you so much for all the blessings, and some of you have sent some wonderful emails back and some messages on Facebook, you know, and it's just so beautiful. I think when our girls grow up to be a bit older and they can understand and they can see, you know, these words and messages that people have sent, I mean, what a great start to their life. So thank you so much for all of you for, you know, sending some beautiful messages there to us. We really appreciate it. Now, I guess in this time that we've got together, those of you might not know, but I started drawing in around about the 15th of January this year. I guess I've always been a bit artistic. I'll just say that. I had aspirations at one point to be an art teacher, but I ended up doing environmental science for about 20 years, you know. So I'll say this, I've always had some drawing ability that's been there, but really maybe going back to maybe the age of 12, 15, to that time period of my life was really, you know, when I was looking at being artistic. But really maybe the last few years, I was really nervous to draw people, right? Because I felt like, what if I'm wrong? You know, I felt like, you know, the people are trusting me with my thoughts and my perception and my mental mediumship, and I can communicate the spirit world. But drawing them, what if it doesn't come together? So I really, maybe last 5 years, felt this inkling to do it. But I also felt like I'm terrified, because what if I undo all my good work so far? Or for those who've had good experiences with me, what if I start undoing all of that? But then part of me just went, you know what, stuff it. What have I got to lose? So I just went for it. And so I've been drawing since around the 15th of January this year. So it's still really new for me, but so far it's coming together quite nicely. You know, the drawings take about 10 minutes to 15 minutes, right? And there's so many of you today, which is wonderful. And I just thought, there's no way that I'm going to be able to draw for all of you in this time that we have together. So I started just drawing before you came. I've picked people off a list of your first name, and I've written the name down, and then I've just started drawing a person. And so I've drawn some people prior to this time to help speed up time, and that I can hope to get to as many of you as I can, you know. And I've drawn a lot of people, okay, like a lot. In this work, I'm basically trying to show people that the spirit can influence someone's mind, right, days, weeks, or months prior, and that it's all telepathic, and the love of spirit is forever and we don't die, but it's all through the mind moving forward in the afterlife. And they can influence our thoughts, and they know our thoughts, and they're trying to influence our minds and help us. I don't know these people today, right? They're strangers to me, but these are your beautiful people, you know? And I really, really hope that today something magic happens for all of us, and then we might be able to showcase some of this for those of you who are open to it later, you know, but I always ask for permission. So you'll get an email, all of you will get an email from me later. And if I do connect to you, I'll also take a photograph of the person and my scribbles and my notes, and I'll send that to you in an email privately too. So if I talk to you today, you'll get an email later, which I promise, with the picture that I've drawn and the details about them too, yeah? So you guys ready? you better hold on to your hats, because this is going to be a wild ride, man. Like, I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm nervous as anything, right? But I hope I really, really give you something special to share, right? Okay, so my first drawing, which I'm going to show, I'm going to flip my little screen, okay? And hopefully you can all see this. So I'm going to flip my screen. Okay, so my first person here, right? This is him. Which I just drew before we're starting here today. Now, I felt like, obviously, I feel like he's a boy, a male. I felt like he's a son to maybe a mother here. So I felt like he's a son to someone here, okay? To a lady. He'd want to reach out to his mum today. There'd be a guitar or something like a guitar that meant something to him. I felt like he either wrote music or he's written a song, okay, or someone's written a song about him, but I felt like that's important, right? He may have had shorter hair when he passed. So in this drawing, right, I feel like he basically had maybe this might be in a younger version of him, okay? So I think this is a younger version of him, okay? And I also feel what's really cool about this is he kept talking about the 19th of February, right? And that's my dad's birthday, but he said that's when he died. So I have to say that. And on my notes down here, you can kind of see here, this way, I've got a little north, east, southwest kind of vibe. I felt there's a connection to maybe Sweden with this person. And I'm interested in the name Eric, Luca, or Nicholas, or Nikolai, or Nick, but I was interested in that. And then the two more names that come to me while I'm kind of talking is like JOHANNA or JOHANSEN, JOHANNA. And I'm also interested in like Ollie or Ollie. So I'm interested in the name that might connect to this person. So is there anyone online who would understand this so far in the connection? I felt like there's a connection to Sweden here. So does anyone want to connect to this or not?
Yes, I can connect to it. Almost everything. It's my son. I can show you a picture.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah, I got to find you first. Yeah, where are you? I got to find you. Are you back? I'll just put you maybe.
Maybe if you take it on speaker's view.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. Okay. So how do you feel about this?
He died at the 19th of February, and his name is Olle. And
okay.
And he has this compass thing on his stone on the cemetery, and this is the picture of him.
Okay.
So, and he had quite long hair, not long hair, but a little bit, like
okay.
like your drawing.
Yeah.
And he had a big smile, and you caught the big smile there.
Yeah, he had a lovely smile. I felt like there might have been an anniversary with him, okay? And if am I right with the spelling? Because I don't know Swedish very well, right? But I felt like in English, it's O-double-L-I-E, is that right?
No I.
No I, but it's close, so it would be, okay, because I'm not from, okay. So I felt, so not far off the mark that with that then, okay. Well, that's really amazing, right? And the 19th of February was when he died, is that right?
That's right.
Oh, fantastic. Now, am I right about this guitar that stayed in the family with him? Because I've written a guitar down here. I love the music. Did anyone write a song for him?
Yes.
Okay.
He one of his friends, the friend that found him dead, wrote a song about him, and he played it on the funeral, or the feast we had. We skipped them.
Okay. Well, he loved it. He absolutely loved it. And it meant something to him. Now, just one other thing, there might be a video or something to do with a video of him, right? But I felt like he might be in a car or something with friends, and there might be something to do with you know, going in the car and driving around the streets and having a good time. But I felt like there's something to do with something like that. Do you understand that you'd be showing me this or something?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, he loves you, Mummy. He said, give my love to Mum, give her a big kiss and tell her that I'm all right. There may have been an anniversary or something to do. I felt like it's either 10 years or 20 years or something that it might be in time.
It's me and my husband's 18th wedding anniversary today.
Okay. Well, is love to both of you then. You know, this boy's love for you is eternal, and he came today to let you know that he loves you. So can you take his love from
yes. Thank
him?
you.
Okay. No
Thank you.
worries.
I really needed that. Thank you.
Well, love is forever. Okay, just remember that. And thanks for letting this lovely boy come through for you today with him and the energy of you, because I can't do it without all of you, right? So I'm really grateful. So that's really cool. Yeah, I think, oh my God, am I losing my mind here? I'm drawing these people, right? So, but I'm glad it's come together. So that's really fantastic. All right. So let's get back to where we're at. Okay. I've just got to change back to speak, if I can, back to gallery for a second. All right. So that's my first person, and that was going out naturally to see if someone can claim it. So thank you, Malin. It's so nice to have you back with me. I'm so grateful that you come back to have a little interview with me about the session that you had with me online. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And so it was a real honor to connect to your son, and I'm just so grateful that you're so kind to share some things with us that we can show people today about some of the evidence that was said during our session. So tell me, in our time that we have, what did you find? Did you find the drawing very helpful in helping you connect to your son who's passed? Did you feel the drawing had a connection in what you felt?
The drawing was like you know, when you do like for caricature.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it properly, but it's like you can see the main character in your drawing. So it was a good drawing. It was you had captured all his special things, like his smile, like his hair, like things you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see it directly. Really, I thought, oh, this is for me. I think this is for me. So I waited just for a while to see what you were saying about him.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's
I could see it.
lovely. Yeah, that's wonderful. Like I said, you know, it's only early for me in my drawing ability. I started this year, but it's so nice that you felt that, you know, that connection and the drawing really helped you. You know, for me as a medium, I think the evidence, I want to give evidence, right? And so I felt like, well, the drawings are just another part of evidence, isn't it? And I really, I'm trying to expand on that and use that to maybe make people feel that, you know, we are connected to the spirit world, and this is more evidence to validate that. So it's nice to hear that you felt that from our time. I'm going to bring up a little picture that you were so kind to send through here. So just give me 1 second here. I'll just share screen. So here we go. I'll just bring this up. And so this is the drawing that I'd done and prior to the just coming online with everyone in the group. And you sent a lovely photograph. You know, it's not as clear as a photograph of him, but you can kind of see with the smile and some facial features. And his hair going to one side. I've got it here, you know, down one side. But I feel like in out here he's on a boat or fishing or something, and the wind is a bit windswept. So I did feel you'd agree that the hair was often to one side more, and not just all over, but often
It's
to the one.
typical for him. The hair to one side. It's typical.
Yeah, you know, and what I really love, you know, is in our time that we had, you know, I had mentioned like the compass. So you were kind enough to send through the photograph of his you know, headstone here. So which is very, very, very thoughtful of you to do that. But we talked about his name, and I had Ollie, and I wrote Ollie, but it's Olle, and I'm probably not pronounced it right. Ola, is that how you?
Olle.
Ola. Okay, and which is lovely. But what's really amazing is that the 19th of February, which I wrote down in my mind
Yes, that's spot on. Spot on.
So it's
So
incredible,
the
isn't it?
name, the symbol for the compass, and the date for his posture.
Yeah. Well, I just thought this was so special for you to send this through to me for as a medium and wanting to be evidential, you know, like the very fact that I drew north, south, east, west when I was actually filming the drawing before I was doing the drawing of him before I met you. I actually said never eat soggy wheat, which is my way of remembering north, east, south, west. And I had said that, and then drew that on this with notes underneath him, and then mentioned the compass. So
And
I mean, that's
we
incredible.
also had that symbol on his coffin, so it's special for him, you know, the boat and the compass. So
Yeah,
it was
that was so
special for
wonderful.
him. So,
Well, you know, I was very moved myself as a medium to have him show me, you know, in my mind, and to make me draw it and to put that down on paper before I'd even met you, you know, because that's just incredible. Because I think for you, I mean, that proves to you, doesn't it? That
yes,
you
it
have,
does. It does.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
real proof, especially the date. It's
yeah,
so spot on, and the name,
yeah,
everything. You're so
incredible.
spot on.
Thank you. Oh, well, I couldn't have done it without him. So, you know, I'm very grateful to him. He was wonderful to connect to you. And then, and I'd also mentioned in our time that, prior, that there was either songs he wrote or a song was written about him. And you sent this through to me. So this is a homage from someone that's written a song about him. Is that right?
This is him, and
Yeah.
he played a little bit guitar, but not, he wasn't a professional or anything, but his
Yeah.
friend wrote a song for him and he performed at the funeral. We call it the memorial feast because we had a feast for him with the champagne and things like no priests, and we celebrated his life instead of mourning his death, so
Yeah.
we
Well, it was
made
a
it like a
beautiful.
feast.
Well, he was very proud, absolutely very proud. And of course, I was really moved when he was talking about anniversary, and it was actually you and your partner's wedding anniversary on the day,
The
you
same
know.
day, yes.
So that was very, very special too, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Well,
was.
I'm so grateful that you could send some of this through to help validate the connection that we had with each other. I mean, I'm very honored, and I'm so glad, you know, you shared some of this, you know, private stuff with us to show the community that, you know, this, what a wonderful connection it was to have with each other when this all came together with your son. And it was very clear that he loved you, you know, and still does.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
in our and do you find now, because of this connection that you had with him, how do you feel about the spirit world? Do you believe the spirit world is real and that you don't fear
Oh
death?
yes,
And
working with the same things like you are, but
Mhm.
I'm not as professional yet
Yeah.
as you are. I hope to be, but I'm convinced it's of course it's life after death. Of course, life continues. There's no real death. It's just the body that we have to leave behind. And
Well, I'm so grateful.
I miss his body, and but I can feel his soul, and that's the thing that keeps me over the sea level, because otherwise I would have drowned in my sorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know, I felt like so impressed by him that, you know, the love as a son to a mum, it was very clear how much he truly loved you. He was incredible, and I couldn't have done it without him. But I just hope that this is, you know, going to carry you through until you get to be together again one day, you know. And he, I just one other thing in my mind, in the preliminary drawing, I wrote down a curl of his hair or a piece of his hair still kept. So, and I forgot
Yes,
to
it
mention,
is.
yeah.
Yes, funny that you mention it, because I took a piece of his hair, and of course I have one piece, but I put it in small bottles and I gave it away to his friends, and so they could have a little piece of him.
Okay,
So
and I actually forgot to mention that in the public. I'd written it down while I was drawing, and you'll see that in the preliminary drawing that I videoed prior. But I actually forgot to mention it in the moment with you. So in the public demonstration, but he just wanted to reiterate that for you today as well. And a love of roses. I just on the cover, I just see red roses, like immense roses. So
yes, roses. We had only red roses on
only red,
his
yeah.
coffin, and roses also means something for me, because I buy a rose every Monday. He left us on Monday, so a white rose for telling him I love your soul. So every Monday, the same.
Well, he made it very clear, you know, coming on just to have a chat with you at the end here, just to don't forget the roses, he said, you know.
No, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. And, you know, I'm very grateful because this video might inspire other people to seek a medium or to get help and to communicate with their loved ones in spirit. So
and
God
I
bless.
can really recommend to do that, because I love your work, Rhys, and everyone has to find their own medium, but it really makes the pain easier to bear.
Thank you.
A little bit. It doesn't solve everything, but it solves a lot of things.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I can recommend anyone that's in mourning that seek a medium. See a medium, so you can heal a little bit at least.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you know, mediumship is a form of healing, isn't it? Really,
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Really.
And you know, honestly, I'm so blessed to you and your beautiful son and spirit, because this might help encourage others to have a healing experience too. So yeah, thank you so much for being a part of this today.
Don't
Take care.
hesitate.